The book of Ruth is a short but poignant narrative. It is a story of loyalty, faithfulness, redemption, and God's providence. The book consists of 4 chapters. The story begins during a time when judges ruled Israel, and there is a famine in the land of Bethlehem. A man named Elimelech, along with his wife Naomi and their 2 sons, Machlon and Kilian, leaves Bethlehem and settles in the land of Moab. Tragically, Elimelech dies, and Naomi is left a widow in a foreign land. Both of Naomi's sons marry Moabite women, Orpah and Ruth. However, Machlon and Kilian also die, leaving Naomi and her daughters-in-law widowed and bereaved. Naomi, upon hearing that the famine in Bethlehem has ended, decides to return to her homeland. She encourages her daughters-in-law to stay in Moab and remarry within their own people. Orpah tearfully decides to stay, but Ruth, in a moving declaration of loyalty and faith, insists on accompanying Naomi back to Bethlehem, famously saying, "Where you go, I will go, where you lodge, I will lodge, your people shall be my people, and your God my God." In Bethlehem, Ruth gleans in the fields to provide for herself and Naomi, as she is a foreigner and without resources. She happens to glean in the fields of Boaz, a wealthy and honorable man who is a relative of Naomi's late husband. Boaz takes notice of Ruth's diligence and her kindness toward Naomi, and he shows her generosity and protection. Boaz's role as a potential kinsman redeemer, who can redeem Naomi's family's land and provide for Ruth and Naomi, becomes evident. At Naomi's guidance, Ruth approaches Boaz at the threshing floor and requests that he fulfill the role of kinsman redeemer by spreading his garment over her, symbolizing her desire for him to act as her protector and provider. Boaz acknowledges Ruth's virtue but reveals that there is a closer relative who has the first right to redeem the land and marry Ruth. Boaz assures Ruth that he will resolve the matter. Boaz goes to the town's gate, where legal matters were traditionally settled, to negotiate with the closer relative. He presents the case and offers the opportunity to redeem the land and marry Ruth. The closer relative initially expresses interest in acquiring the land but withdraws his offer when he realizes it would affect his own inheritance. In front of witnesses, Boaz redeems the land and marries Ruth, securing the family's inheritance and ensuring the continuation of Elimelech's family name. The book concludes with the birth of Boaz and Ruth's son, Obed, who becomes the grandfather of King David. The genealogy provided at the end of the book traces the lineage from Boaz and Ruth to David, emphasizing the significant role of this Moabite woman in the history of Israel's monarchy. In summary, the book of Ruth is a beautiful narrative that exemplifies themes of loyalty, faithfulness, redemption, and God's providence. It celebrates the virtue of Ruth, a foreigner who becomes an ancestor of Israel's greatest king, and the integrity of Boaz, who fulfills his role as a kinsman redeemer. The story emphasizes the importance of individuals' actions in the broader plan of God's providence.